Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Welcome to the Quest for Abs, episode 36. I'm actually feeling a lot better than yesterday. Sickness-wise, feel at least 50% better. Stomach feels way better after 2 days of Christmas dinners. And I think I'm for sure going to fast today because I feel good. I have energy. My stomach doesn't hurt or anything. And this is probably not true, and it's probably better to eat everything when you're sick. But like the last time that I got sick and I accidentally fasted, I feel better fasted the day after than I did the day, whatever. Doesn't matter. But I am about to leave before the gym, so I'm going to do my weigh-in real quick. Just to see where we're at after one day fasted. And it's going to be a good, I'm thinking 179 is my guess for the day, but we'll see. And honestly, it doesn't really matter because we're going to fast today also. And then even if after today we're still a little bit above 175, what you going to do? So we're going to check, see what we're weighing. Yeah, okay. All right, see you in there. Okay, I have to be pretty quiet because my brother is asleep on the other side of that wall. So we're going to do a quiet weigh-in. Okay? Okay. We're gonna do the pose down in my room. I like to do it like every time in the bathroom just because it's consistent and the lighting in here is like better and a little more exaggerated. So but my brother is sleeping and I want to be able to talk, so we're gonna do it in here. So 179. I was almost exactly spot on for two guesses in a row, which is pretty sick. But yeah, that's pretty much what I expected, about 5 pounds. A couple things take note. One, I gained 9 pounds in 2 days. Now, no, I didn't gain 9 pounds of fat. That is just not how your body works. But definitely some fat, maybe even potentially upwards of 2 pounds. It's realistic with how my body works. So you can't expect to lose all 9 pounds in a day and a half. It's just not realistic. So I'm honestly fine with 5, or just around 5, because hopefully today I'll lose either another 5 or at least 4. A couple things are going to be different today. One, I'm actually going to be able to work out, which is going to be really nice. It's weird. I pretty much work out 7 days a week unless I really need a rest day. And now, like if I'm too busy to go to the gym, or like yesterday, the freaking gym's closed, I feel so lazy. And I don't know if that's necessarily like the healthiest mindset, but it is kind of funny. So, yeah, so we're going to be able to work out, which is going to be nice. I'm still going to do legs today. Mostly because I like to start my lifting rotations with legs. Plus, probably after today, the carbs that are still in my system, like I'm going to be able to use for energy, are going to be gone. So I want to use them while I have them. And I don't need nearly as much energy to hit pretty much everything else. But since legs is the like literally heaviest lift that I do, and B, the one that I need the most like energy and support for, I want to use it for that. And after the fast, I'm not going to have like a nice normal day of eating. I'm going to go into the diet of eating, because that's, what's the point of the fast unless you can do that. So I definitely need to utilize the rest of this carbs and stuff today. And then tomorrow will be chest, and we'll go on the regular rotation afterwards. But yeah, so 179.2 after first day fasted. I feel really good, honestly. Energy feels fine. I'm not like super starving, hungry. I definitely need to keep drinking a lot of water and some emergency so I can keep getting better from being sick. That is going to probably affect my lift. I might even go lighter down legs just out of that alone. I don't know though, because I'm not going to be able to lift for a few hours, so things may change. And what other thoughts do I have? Yeah, so honestly, we got to 184 down to 179. Tomorrow probably down to like 176, 177-ish, which I'm honestly fine with. I got to enjoy Christmas and Christmas Eve and dinners and all that with my family, with people that I care about. And yeah, and I've talked about this a couple of times before, but I want to reiterate something. If you are on a weight loss journey, or whatever you want to call it, the quest for abs, whatever the fuck, unless there's two circumstances. One, you are recovering from a pretty infectious eating disorder, or two, you are actually a bodybuilder or an aspiring to be one, you're actually going to compete. Aside from those two circumstances, if you're trying to lose weight, go as hard as you can. Do everything you can. Be serious about it. Don't give up. Don't have cheat days. If you have blunders, correct it. But if there's holidays, special events, whatever, just enjoy yourself. I promise one day isn't going to mess you up, as long as you don't let it mess you up. If you have 2 Christmas dinners, which is lots of calories, trust me. I may be smaller now, but I can eat like big boy. Even if you have 2 Christmases or, a birthday and like whatever, office parties, if you just get on track the next day, you're going to be fine. Like, even if you eat 7,000 calories over, you're not actually going to put on 2 pounds of fat in one day. Your body just doesn't work that way. Maybe a pound, maybe a little less. I don't really know exactly what the math is. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's not going to just ruin everything. Secondly, your journey isn't going to be 2 months long if you're actually trying to lose like a good amount of weight. So a blunder day, like, what's it at the worst? What is that going to do? Extend your diet by a day? Who cares? So yeah, just enjoy the days off. Plan ahead maybe, so you're not going into it like willy-nilly, just like, oh yeah, I guess that, because honestly, that is a good point. Plan them, or at least know that they're coming, because if you're just like on a good, obviously motivation, but if you're on a good like snowball, I'm forgetting the term, momentum. When you have good momentum, and then something randomly disrupts your momentum, that is kind of frustrating, kind of sets you off. But if you have momentum and you plan for momentum break, it's easier to get back into it, in my opinion at least. So that definitely helps. So, and I knew about Christmases. I've known about birthdays and stuff that have been, along this journey. I've still had a couple of, fuck up days, but it's just the way that goes. But yeah, if you get back on track, you're going to be fine. And by tomorrow morning, I'm probably going to be just a hair above what I was the day before Christmas after that fast. And it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Don't forget to do your cardio. Don't forget to do your lifts. Don't forget to do your meal prep and dieting and whatever else. But you'll be fine. Okay, now I'm rambling. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go do some productive things for a little bit. And then I'm going to go to the gym and hit some legs. So I'll see you in whatever the next clip is. But yeah, okay. So this doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but I'm going to throw it in the video anyways. Checking out a property that also has a little river access. But apparently it's a 30-minute downhill hike and then a 30-minute uphill hike back. So legs are going to be cooked before we even hit them. So today's going to be a weak leg day. This hill is absolutely brutal.
All right, time for another voiceover. Before we start the voiceover, I want to know how many times I did 135 because I wasn't counting and I don't think it was very many. So, one, and two, and three, and four, and me pop again. Five, and six. Oh, that's it. Okay. I had no idea how many I did, and I was just kind of spacing out, so I was curious. Sorry for the voice as well. Got the sniffles. Still a little sick. We're getting over it. I'll be fine tomorrow, but sorry for the voice for the voiceover. Doing squats today. Just did squats. Skipped leg extensions. After that hike, I knew my legs were gonna be pretty gassed, and I knew that my working weight, 275, was gonna be pretty extra difficult. So I just decided beforehand, not gonna do leg extensions, just do squats again. And I wanted to be really careful of my knees as well because they were hurting. I did my warm up, like my knee warm up on the treadmill. But and it did help, and I was doing my reps like fairly slow, but even so, they started to ache. And in fact, my last set, I dropped it a rep early to protect them. But here is 275 first working set of three. Felt so heavy. Honestly, not because of the fast. I felt good energy all day today, which was really nice. But I did go on that hike, which was just under 4 miles total. It was half downhill, half uphill, pretty steep, and it definitely just took a lot of my leg energy out, which is whatever. But this definitely felt heavier than I would have liked it to. So I did 3 sets of this and called it good after that, and just kind of grinded through them. But on the last set, I could definitely feel that it was getting painful and I was getting tired, and like every set I'm popping once or twice, which is not good. But so for our last set, we called it at 2 because did the first one felt fine, and then the second one I went a little low, which was probably more of like our actual rep, but it is not the best for my knee, unfortunately. So I have to be careful about that. But first rep, honestly, went up pretty fine and pretty fast. And the second rep, I go just a smidge lower, and I could feel it. And I was like, all right, that's going to be good on that one. So that was it for that. All right, since I never put cardio footage up, we're going to throw some up here. All right. 57 minutes, 3.4 miles almost. This says 353 calories. No idea how accurate any of that is, but this is what walking cardio looks like.
This concludes day 2 of the fast. Today was honestly pretty good. Surprisingly, not super low in energy. Actually pretty good on energy all day. We're pretty active today with the whole mountain and the legs and the little cardio and the stuff. Still feeling a smidge under the weather, but probably going to be pretty much good by tomorrow, if my predictions are correct. And yeah, so I'll probably talk about fasting a little bit. I don't necessarily recommend fasting. It is fairly difficult. I don't think it's necessarily more difficult, honestly, than being in a stricter caloric deficit, because it's just kind of like one step past that. There are definitely benefits to it. For example, this isn't one that I utilize, but just want to think about. If you're trying to go keto, it might be a good idea to start your diet with a fast, 1 or 2 days, because it's going to quickly burn through the carbs that are left in your system, and then you can go into eating higher fats and going into ketosis faster versus waiting like 2 weeks. So there's that. It definitely does feel good on your gut to have like a day or two of not eating, especially after something like that where, Christmas comes around and you're just going to eat and eat a lot and you just enjoy it. And it's a lot of sweets, carbs, even if it's high quality food.
just eating a large volume of food and a lot of sugar is definitely not best for you. So it's good to like give your stomach a little rest. Or if it's just been a long time, you've just been eating, living life, and you're not underweight, do it. Why not? No, I shouldn't say that. I'm not gonna, hold on, let me re-say that. I'm not recommending you do a fast, but I am saying there are definitely benefits to it. And if you are at a place where it's healthy to do so, maybe talk to your doctor or something, try it. It like, as long as it's not going to hurt you, it's not going to hurt you. I am anticipating tomorrow I'm going to wake up and feel a little like floaty in the head. That's what happened last time. I don't really know how to describe it other than that, but you definitely just feel like kind of light, and thoughts don't happen as well, at least for me. My brain doesn't work super well anyway, so. But there's that. And tomorrow I'm definitely going to feel the lack of energy for sure. Tomorrow we're going to hit chest, so that's going to be kind of brutal. But we're going to still be able to grind through it. I'm not going to feel like I'm withering away and dying. I'm probably not going to feel bad even. I'm just going to feel kind of like off a little bit. And yeah, so 2 days post-Christmas, 2 days fasted. So technically, dinner too. So somewhere around now will be about 48 hours since the last meal. But I'm also not going to eat until tomorrow night for dinner. So it's kind of going to be like a 70, 60, like high 60s hour fast. Unless maybe in the morning if I feel a little too shitty, then I'll have like a popsicle or something. Just get some like carbs going, get my brain kind of rolling again. But I don't know about that. I did that last time, and it felt good. I don't know if I'm going to do it this time, so I'm just going to see. And then just stay tuned for the physique check tomorrow, because it's probably going to be looking pretty nice. And the weigh-in, probably going to be decently light. But pretty tired now, honestly. Not like low energy tired, but it's just been a long day. So I'm kind of sleepy. So I might go to bed pretty soon here. Any other updates? No other updates. Be kind to one another. Love your friends and family, and enjoy life. Okay, there's a motivational talk for the day. I'll see you later.